I am a cat. As yet I have no name.
This is the first line of I Am a Cat by Natsume Soseki. It's a satirical novel about Japanese society in the Meiji period, 1868 to 1912, which was an uneasy era due to the mix of imported Western culture and Japanese tradition. It's effortlessly funny and full of parts that anyone can empathize with. This time, we'll continue exploring more excerpts that are still relevant to modern Japan.
There is nothing in the world more pleasant than to eat something one has never yet eaten, or to see something one has never seen before.
Research shows that, even in 2019, before the COVID pandemic, 54% of Japanese people usually spend long holidays at home. This is significantly higher than the 20% who travel. If you add in the 14% who go shopping, 68% of people spend their holidays at home or nearby. According to other research, in 2021, 450,000 Japanese people are living abroad with a permanent visa. Again, this figure is significantly lower than in other developed countries. Why do so many Japanese people always want to stay home?
The odd thing is not simply that these creatures of endless leisure assure each other, whenever the two of them get together, of just how busy they are, but that their faces do in fact look busy. Indeed, they look so fussed that one wonders just how many men get eaten by their business. I sometimes hear them say, when they have the good fortune to make my acquaintance, how nice and easy life could be if one lived it like a cat. If they really want their lives to be nice and easy, it's already in their good power to make them so. Nothing stands in the way. Nobody insists that they should fuss about it as they go. It is the entirety of their own free will that they make more engagements than they can possibly keep, and then complain about being so horribly busy. Men who build themselves red-hot fires should not complain of the heat. Even we cats, if we had to think up 20 different ways of scissoring our fur, would not for long remain as carefree as we are. Anyone who wants to be carefree must train himself to be, like me, able to wear a fur coat in the summer. Still, I must admit it is a little hot. Really, it is too hot, a fur coat in the summer.
It is well known that Japanese people work long hours and take great pride in being busy. So perhaps it's not surprising that they avoid needless hassle of travel during holidays. However, in recent years, technology has offered opportunities to reduce working hours, and the government has introduced stringent labor standards regulation to reduce karoshi, the Japanese word for death by overwork. In response, some IT companies are offering a 3 or 4 day working week with a pay cut match. Lots of other companies are encouraging their employees to take a second job or side hustle. They say having a side hustle can help to enhance their abilities and think about things from different perspectives. At the first glance, it may sound like progress. But people are realizing that their managers are preparing for the day when technology can replace them entirely. As a result, many people, driven by a feeling of insecurity, have begun to learn new skills, such as computer programming or web design, or have gone back to university to study more secure vocational area. Many are studying personal investments, such as trading stocks and bonds, or how to set up their own business. So, nowadays, people are actually busier than ever.
It is in this sense that people nowadays have become like detectives and burglars. A detective's job is essentially to make profit by being sneaky and self-effacing. Only by cultivating an intense awareness of himself can he even believe in his own existence. To no less a degree, the rapacious burglar is obsessed with me, because the thought of what will happen to him if he's caught is never out of his mind. Modern man, even in his deepest slumber, never stops thinking about what will bring him profit, or even more worrying, loss. Consequently, as with the burglar and the detective, his self-absorption grows daily more absolute.
Naturally, people are more stressed out than ever. Some of them use SNS purely to vent their anger and anxiety. Like everywhere else, cyberbullying is a major problem. You can easily become a target of unreasonable and unprovoked attacks.
Cats are truly simple. If we want to eat, we eat. If we want to sleep, we sleep. When we are angry utterly. When we cry with all the desperation of extreme commitment to our grief. Thus, we never keep things like diaries, for what would be the point? No doubt human beings, like my two-faced master, find it necessary to keep diaries in order to display in a darkened room that true character so assiduously hidden from the...
It has become quite common for people, particularly young people, to hold multiple accounts with the same social networking service. They use different persona depending upon the situation. One for close friends, one for fellow hobbyists, one for general consumption, and one for anonymous painting. So, in the 120 years since I Am a Cat was published, the two-faced master could now be up to 4 or 5 faces. But at least social media is still optional. The cat's observation that humans are too self-absorbed to really stop and think about what is important in life remains true. The influx of new technology and the drive to be more competitive during the Meiji era caused classically educated intellectuals like Soseki to question the direction that society was adopting, largely without question. For Japan, this was the dawn of an era of human-generated mass production that is now coming to the end. No one wants to talk about what will happen when we have made ourselves redundant? We will be able to afford the products created by AI and automated factories. If the only jobs are available in the gig economy. Labor-saving technology has become an oxymoron, and we are too busy to notice. Can you hear the cat sigh?